Hey guys! Okay, so something very exciting is going on this Sunday. I will be attending my very first fashion show. I'm not going to be walking, unfortunately, but I will be there as experience and to network and meet people. So I'm definitely going to take you guys along for that journey. I really want you to see how it goes, and I can share my feelings about it because I have a lot of feelings. I need a dress. Now, I know I have plenty. No, I don't. I don't have plenty of dresses. I am working on my me-made closet, and I didn't bring a lot of clothes from my college when I came back home. So I need a dress. I need a nice fashion show dress that'll make them stop and stare. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to be working on today. And because I'm broke, I will be thrifting like a dress and then kind of flipping it. So, if you cannot tell, I am back from the thrift store, and when I was walking in there, I was kind of feeling a little bit overwhelmed, I couldn't really find anything, because it actually has been a while since I've gone thrifting. I just have been kind of making my own clothes and kind of saving money, and haven't really spending money on clothes. But I'm very excited to announce that I am still the #1 thrifter in the world, and I always find something wherever I go. This wasn't just to find material for a dress that I wanted to do. I'm also kind of reinventing my closet and kind of throwing out old things that don't really suit my style anymore, and then replacing it with stuff that does. So, with that being said, the first thing that I will show you is this mini skirt. So look, it's shorts in the back and then a mini skirt in the front. Hopefully this fits me. Haven't tried it on yet, and I'm going to wash it first. And if this fits me, I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm just going to wear it. I love a good mini skirt. For me, it's either mini or maxi, no in between. Next, I have this skirt, which I will cut down into a mini skirt. The length is fine, actually. I'm gonna keep the length, but it does look like it's gonna be a little big on my waist, so I will take that in. There was a lot of clothes there that I was like, oh, if I could just deconstruct it and do this, or maybe if I find this with it, I can make something cool. But I try to stay away from that mindset and then I end up spending so much money, and then I never really get to the projects, you know what I mean? Next, I got this pair of jeans. Looks like it'll fit me, but they're not gonna stay jeans. I'm actually gonna turn them into jorts. These would be nice jeans too. I do feel some type of way about cutting these into jorts, but I can find another pair of dark wash jeans anyway. That's another thing. I really love dark wash jeans, so yeah. And then what we've all been waiting for. So I was about to give up and just leave with those 3 items in my hand, and then I happened upon her. Wow. This is so pretty. This is like a cross between a blue and a green, and it's kind of iridescent too, which I really love. So I'm so happy. I'm just gonna deconstruct this, and then there is, I think this is a silk. There's a silk on the inside that I will use for the body of the dress. And yeah, and then this will be the skirt part at the below my hips. And then another thing about it is, like, this is firm inside of here. Whatever it is, it's like some kind of cup. And boning! Okay. Okay, so I got some boning. I have this little cup thing. And then I have these sparkles. I'm gonna be careful about using these because it can come off a little bit tacky if you don't do it the right way. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking like it's gonna be like a mermaid feel to it. Oh, very happy about this. Now, let's get to deconstructing the dress. I just feel so bad about deconstructing it because this dress was $350. That's not how much I paid. I paid $14 for it. But nonetheless, it was an expensive dress, and I hope I don't mess it up. I don't even know where to start. I guess just pick a seam and start ripping, huh? I finally took the skirt off. This is just the chiffon part of it. Yeah, look how flowy that is. And then here is the silk to it. I think it's actually a charmeuse. So here's the charmeuse. I'm just scared I'll like run out of fabric. I shouldn't run out of this. This chiffon should be good, beautiful. But the silk though, I'm a little bit worried about. I mean, I think I have enough. We have this left, and in here we have like a pad for the boob, which I'll put in the shirt. And then we also have boning, but it's not super, well, no, it'll work. It's just not long, the boning's not long, but I think it'll work. I thought that making the skirt was pretty self-explanatory, so I didn't have much footage to show you, but just know that I did go back and end up cutting the skirt at more of an angle than it shows here, and the chiffon that goes around the skirt is circular. With the top, I had some muslin that I measured up against my body, and the muslin is supposed to be a perfect fit, and I just kind of traced that on some leftover satin fabric that I already have, and then once I was okay with that and I felt good about it, and then I went back and chased it on the blue charmeuse fabric. I wanted to do it on a different fabric first, especially because I don't have a lot of that blue fabric to deal with since this is a thrift flip, and you could never be so sure if I could go back to the store and find it. So I'm not an expert on sewing corsets. I just know that you need to make a channel for the boning. So over the stitches that I had already did, I sewed the black and blue fabric together right on that stitch line, and then I also sewed it right next to it using my sewing machine foot as a guide. I took out the padding to the dress, but I didn't end up using that one. Instead, I used an old bra that I was no longer using, and I like this one better because it pushes up my boobs more so that it can give me like a, I don't know, like an uplift in my figure. When putting that blue fabric on the padding of the bra, I put it up in the air so that gravity could do its work and let it fall on the padding naturally. And then with that, I pinned it and sewed it. Hello, lovely people. It is a little bit more than a month later. This project I didn't finish on time, so I don't know. I kind of stopped working on it because it was kind of pissing me off. I do have the skirt, so I cut the pieces out, but I also cut my black fabric that I had left over and put that on the inside so that it could be doubled and it won't be so thin, because this like charmeuse fabric is kind of thin and I didn't want it to, I don't know, look cheap. For this, all I have to do is cut this to a good size. I know like in the reference photo it's asymmetrical, so I'm going to do that. And then also I'm going to put a hook and eye at the zipper so that if I want it tighter, I can just place the hook and eye, and if I ate a good meal and satisfied my body, then I could unhook the hook and eye and it would be fine and I would have space to move around. And I also have to like clean up the edges when I cut it, but after that I'll be done, right? But when it comes to this, the top is what's really getting me. I did the zipper, right? The zipper is pretty easy, you just sew it on. But my problem is, oh, also I folded this down as well, like just the edges. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe I'll, one day I'll come back and serge it. But I just realized, like, with my projects, I'm learning too, just as much as you guys are learning. So not every project's going to come out super perfect. And while I was striving for perfect, and that's another reason that I didn't pick this project back up, because I knew it wasn't going to be perfect and I couldn't just stand to look at it. I'm human and I'm learning. So yeah, just for this, I'm just going to put it down for now, just like that. And then maybe in the future I'll serge it so that the edges don't flare and it can look pristine and pretty. But what I'm trying to do here is I want to cover these edges up by putting boning here, and it looks a little wide. I don't know, it looks kind of weird to me. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I just literally, all I have to do is put boning here and then put the sleeve part there, which is just a flounce, super easy. And then I'd be done. It's just, I'm having a hard time covering this up. So I have boning right here that I'm going to use, but the problem is this is too long. You see that? And inside of this is actual metal, you know? So it's not like I can cut it down super easily. It's gonna like stick and it's gonna hurt me. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get like a fabric like this. I cut it into like a U shape and put it on there. It's just, I can't get the measurements correctly, and I can't I don't know, sew it on correctly. I'm gonna keep trying. Literally, that's honestly all that stands in my way, and then I'll be pretty much done. But yeah, let me give it a go. This is one of my archived projects that I hadn't worked on in a very long time. It took me a full month to get back to this. Like, you know, in the beginning of the video, I was supposed to wear this to the fashion show. That was a month ago. You know, I got to that last part and my body physically could not bring me any further. And even right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not done. There's still some raw edges that I left out, and the inside is not super pretty. Another reason why I hadn't got back to it was because I knew that I couldn't get it perfect. I knew that it wasn't going to look exactly like the original, and that's something that held me back, which shouldn't hold me back, you know? Like, I'm still learning, Alexis. You're still learning. You don't have to get it right on the first try, you know? So I learned my lessons with this. Like, for one, I feel like these two are too far apart. I feel like they should be closer together, like the image. Just let this be a message to you guys. We're still learning, and our projects aren't going to turn out super pristine and super perfect, you know? So allow yourself to make mistakes and allow yourself to make a project that's less than perfect, because eventually you'll just keep creating. I don't know how good a message that was, but I hope that it was good enough. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope to do more harder thrift flips like this. And this, for example, this project is not the only archive project. I still have a couple more that you may see this summer. You may see maybe at the end of the year. We'll see. My boobs look really good. Okay, have a good day, y'all. I'll see you soon.